Hi guys, it is time for Top 5 Wednesday, and I'm excited about this topic because this topic is one near and dear to everybody's heart because you have a series, you have books that you just dislike for whatever reason, and you love to talk about them. And these are books that have been talked about, and I don't really usually hate anything that I read. I have been disappointed a few times, but stuff that I own, I hardly ever hate it. And these books, I probably could have fit a couple other ones in here. Like, I'll give you one for example. The epilogue to the seventh Harry Potter book. I hated it. That's one of the topics I love to discuss. But these here are books that I probably enjoyed the series to a point, or enjoyed the majority of the books to a point, except for the one in the number one spot. But something about them I disliked for whatever reason, the ending or something in the series, whatever. There was something about it I just disliked, and these are topics I like to discuss. And this one, everybody over the years has said things about, and I don't really know why, because even people who loved the series had issues with it, and I get it. And that is the Twilight series, especially this book. Twilight series, the three books were fine for me. I could have ended it with those. I didn't hate them. They're very nostalgic for me. I enjoyed the first three with my kids. I enjoyed going to the movies. I took it as entertainment, but it was just very, and it'll always be very nostalgic for me. When I got this book, I thought this one was utter crap. And because to me, it didn't. Now, if it would have been a book that was a standalone without Bella and Edward and all that stuff, I'd have been probably okay with it. But it sounded so different from the other three. The characters in this weren't the character, and I get people grow and change and blah 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 blah, but the voices in it was so uncharacteristic to the characters that I had known and enjoyed that this was total crap. But being part of the series, I do own it, and I've kept the series intact as a whole. But yes, this now, not to say that there isn't scenes in here that I do enjoy, but there's so much in this book that I dislike. And I'm sure I could go on and on for many a day to discuss the different things that I dislike, especially the pregnancy, the whole imprinting, the whole thing. It bothers me. Anyways, so that definitely hits the number 5 spot. Just to think there's one that's actually worse than that. Okay. Then for the number 4 spot is Allegiant. Which, okay, overall, the series as a whole, I enjoyed, but the ending of the series killed me, and I didn't see some of the things in the last book really bothered me about that series. It's just, I thought Veronica Roth could have done a much better job with the characters, especially after the first two books. I thought the last book was just, I don't know. I felt it was things that happened in it really shouldn't have happened, given the fact of who the characters were, and there was just so many things. And I can't really pinpoint it because I know there's people out there that have not read this series, and maybe even haven't watched the movies, but it's just, I'm so aggravated with the way this series went down. So I think that's why this book hit the number 4 spot, just because of how much I enjoyed the series and how much I was let down by the series. So that's why this earned the 4th spot, even over Twilight, because Twilight, I'm good with the first 3. I'm okay. You know, that could have been the ending. But then we got the Breaking Dawn, which was just, I'll always be like, what? Anyways, if you were dreaming about that, you might want to check and dream about something else. Just saying. Okay. Okay, number 3 is Requiem. And I know I don't have it. It's the 3rd book in this the Delirium series. I don't know where Requiem is. It's around here somewhere. Jade must have it, or, you know, it's running all around here somewhere. I just don't know. This, if I wanted to write my own ending to a series, I would have wrote my own book. That's all I can say. I mean, really, you got a cast of characters, you're invested, and then you're flipping and you're reading, and then you get to the end and you're like, what? I don't know what Lauren Oliver was thinking, other than leave it up to your interpretation and then give you umpty million pages at the end of the book that were totally blank. So I was like, I thought I had a misprint. Seriously. I thought, oh shit, they didn't finish filling out my book. I actually was going to return it until I found out that it was a thing. I was like, I thought, oh well, I got a flawed book. No, nope. She purposely did it that way, and I'm just like, okay. Just, you know, then I thought, okay, a 4th book's going to come. No, it was the end. Yeah, I will never forgive her for that. So, anyways. Okay, the number 2 spot. And I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for this one. But I was super invested in the characters. I was super enjoying this series. But this 3rd book, so many things, it seems so rushed and so not, some of the things in it not necessary, and I was so disappointed, and the characters were so uncharacteristic of some of the things that happened in the book. I don't even get. And that's Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. And like one scene, I don't even know how one of the characters got to be where they were, and how that character ended up being executed, so to speak. Yeah. Then another character just up and leaving for greener pastures somewhere else. You know, like, oh, I'm not gonna fight no more for you. I'm done. Bye. I'm gonna make your life easy, and then you're gonna have to pick the other person because I'm not gonna be around. No big deal. You know, that didn't make sense to me. That just seemed like a cop-out and an easy way to end and wrap up the series. I felt cheated with Mockingjay. Overall, I do like the series. I enjoy the movies. But I definitely felt cheated for some of those aspects of the story. That's why it made number 2, because of how invested I was in the series, and then to be disappointed that severely. And last but not least, ooh, this one. I hate this one. This book this series, the 1st book I loved. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was a great sci-fi book. Thought, this is going to be an all-time favorite. The Last Star by Rick Yancey. 2nd book, I couldn't stand one of the characters, but overall the book was, okay. This one was such a huge disappointment. I wanted to rip out the pages and burn them. It wasn't even necessary. I hate this book. I am at the point now, which I never do. I'm thinking I will keep the 1st book because I enjoyed it so much, and then get rid of the last 2 because of how much I dislike this one, and the 2nd one really wasn't worth the read to me. Anyways, guys, those are my reasons. Those are my top buys. Those are books I dislike. If you guys have similar feelings, if you dislike the books I dislike or other ones, let me know below. And if you want to discuss one of the books that I dislike or have different feelings about it, again, let's talk, and I will see you soon. Bye.